It's been a long recovery for you, but it's been going smoothly. How do you think about? You think you'll be ready for the upcoming combine here in August?
No, I probably won't. Most likely I'll still be doing therapy, but I'm gonna be training. But I'm gonna be light training, trying to get back into my top notch shape. And not only that, I was gonna try to push to come back, but my therapy depends on how long my therapy is.
For sure. So, going back a little bit, this is your first year playing the IFL. How do you feel
Yeah.
the IFL is as a whole, as a league?
I mean, I feel sorry. I mean, it's ball is ball. It's some talented guys in that should have a chance at XFL or should be in the league. No doubt about that. Or get a shot in camp coming up. Um, I say that like learning the system of Coach Guy, like you got to catch on fast and it's checks and it still relates to 11-on-11. So you just thinking fast and you got to be a person that love to play smash mouth football. And my injury didn't even happen from football. It happened in the locker room when I was told to do push-ups after the game. But and other than that, next thing you know, I mean, God made no mistakes. I came in when they were 3-3. Now they 8-4. Every week I don't play. I led the conference in sacks and TFL every week since I played. I just stopped leading in sacks. And last week, just because I haven't played in 2 or 3 games, that just show you like domination of the league. Like I mean, like we was on a mission, and that's what my brothers did. We completed our mission, but it's not done. It's still unfinished business. And like those guys tell them one day at a time. And I know they're gonna get the business job done with me or without me. And there ain't nothing but support for my brothers and love for them. But I led them to the water. If it come down to a business decision, I just gotta let God make that decision.
Of course. So it's been a really good season, up until you got hurt, but you still were leading the league in stats. Uh, your quarterback for the Arizona Rattlers is Drew Powell. He's having a crazy season himself too. What
Yeah,
what is your
respect.
yeah? What is your relationship like with Drew?
Man, Drew, my brother. Me and Drew, PG County. I say Polk County. That one from in Florida. He from PG County in Baltimore. That's my brother. Man, he's swift with it. Peasy peasy. It ain't easy being peasy. and one thing about it, if you got peasy healthy, ain't nobody stop peasy. And it ain't easy being peasy. That's my nickname for him.
That he's having a crazy season. I mean, like
I know it. I love it. I love it for him.
65 touchdowns, 4 picks, like insane. Um, so obviously last week you guys played my team, the Massachusetts Pirates, down there in the Snake Pit, and things got a little up in arms at the end of the game. How competitive was that game as a whole?
Well, I watched it from home because I was on my medicine, and it was competitive. And the other thing I can't speak on, I mean, in the state pen it get hard, in the state pen it get loud in the state pen. So I mean, it comes to definition of character on that part, on that end, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. But at the end of the day, well, if you know you're trying to make it to the NFL or XFL, you got to be trusted by all eyes. And if you can't be trusted in the IFL or by your coach, how can you prevail if you're trying to upgrade to the next level? And that's just coachable things. And I mean, it's loud in snake pen. It's hard. That's why we wanted everything to come through the desert. And one thing about I'm still part of my brotherhood because I helped get them to that point to help everybody come through the desert. So, and I'm thankful for the small opportunity that I had. But I mean, you never know what God got in store.
So, currently during your rehab process, what is your daily routine looking like?
I mean, now I'm still sitting because I got the stitches in. I got 2 more weeks they coming out, and then after that, I start the therapy and I'm gonna do push-ups and stuff. I was playing and balling with it, and they won. It won. See, it happened at the game. It didn't happen during the game. That's a crazy injury about it. I was told to do push-ups, but that thing, I mean, this ain't adversity. I came back from death or car accident, and I was all supposed to be dead, and still went to the Lula Bowl and performed. It's just like my journey. I'll bust it down to you right now. I went to Texas Longhorn coming out of high school. I had over 35 offers. I played running back and linebacker in high school. I had crazy numbers in 8 games, about 400 rushing yards, 4-5 touchdowns, and about 80 tackles with 10 TFLs. I did this in high school. And about eight forced fumbles and probably 6-7 picks. But that's just how crazy I was going, and I had to started getting my offers in the 8th grade, and the University of Florida offered me. I was the 8th grader when they offered me. And then next thing you know, after that, I had committed to Tennessee, and then I decommitted to Tennessee and went to Texas, and went up to Texas Longhorn, stopped balling on, getting ready to play Notre Dame. And I ended up transferring out, and then I went to South Florida. Never got in no trouble or nothing. Went to South Florida, balled out. And then after that, my coach went to Oregon, so I went to JUCO. I redshirted, practiced the whole year, went through program training, getting bigger. Then after that, next thing you know, it was my year to ball, and I performed. And that's when NFL sat me down, like, you can make money. That's what I'm talking about. They said on special teams. I was like, oh, wow. Then I took that adversity with me I took it to JUCO, and then I ended up having 104 tackles, 71 solo, about 3-4 fumbles, and 1 pick, and stuff, and everything. And next thing you know, after all that, I had number 1 JUCO. I was defensive player of the year, set a record on the 9 games. At Kahoma Community College, we had 3 people that's current on NFL roster right now. Josh Johnson with the Seahawks, running back. Davion Taylor, 3rd-round pick. That's with the Eagles. Christopher Brooks, that's with Jacksonville Jaguars, DB. And all my brothers balling coming out of that JUCO. And in the last chance U, that's what JUCO I went to, and I dominated it. And then after that, I went to Grambling, 30 tackles, pick 6. And then I focused on graduating because I was told I was going to be a mortician because that's what I want to be. And I was in criminal justice, so I graduated early, and that God blessed me with the opportunity UT Martin called. This was my 5th year. I got there, didn't play the first 4 games, played the Florida game, got a sack. Played after that, next thing you know, I started taking off 10 tackles a sack. So I get me in rotation, full start games against JSU. I had 15 tackles, 5 quarterback hurries, 3.5 sacks, and 5 TFLs in 1 game. Next thing you know, I got all these players who national, all this, everything. Then after that, I finished with 8 tackles, 9 TFLs, 9 quarterback hurries, 6 PBUs, crazy numbers. I had like 4.5 sacks and a block punt. And then after that, I went to the Hula Bowl where I got in a car accident going to training, and then I thought my life was gone. Then I went to the Hula Bowl, and God woke me up because the car was like, when you walk around the car, it was like, man, he was supposed to be dead because I was going one direction, a 2-way. Somebody coming off the freeway hit me to another lane going across, going the opposite direction. And next thing you know, I ain't have no scratches, I ain't have nothing. I just woke up like a newborn baby. That's called seeing your life flash before your life. Your life flash before your eyes. That's what it's called. And I knew that God brought me back for a purpose. I went to the Hula Bowl, performed at the Hula Bowl. Then after the Hula Bowl, I had my pro day got canceled. I had teams talking with me. And then after that, next thing you know, when that got canceled, once that got canceled, I drove from Florida to Pittsburgh, 20-hour drive for LCL. dominated there. Got promoted to the spring league. Finished top prospect. The spring league at the USFL right now. Finished top prospect. Then I went back working at Walmart warehouse. And then that thing, throwing boxes. And then after that, I had made my money to go to a hub. I paid $1,000. Then went to the hub. Number one signing for an NFL contract. That never happened. And Sean Rupin Foster and Brandon Marshall, they were like, man, little brother, man, we respect you, man. You need a chance. You deserve a shot in the NFL, man. You legit. And then they're saying, that's on the line. The linebacker coach told me, hey, Cherry, wait to show you an NFL linebacker, not just a special teamer. Then after that, I never got no call. Then after that, I went back to LCL Defensive Player of the Year 2022 with Terrell Owens them in it. And then after that, I went to the Major League and it canceled. Then I came back and then I went to the NFL Academy this year, 2022, and then I went to the XFL training camp. I had one of the best linebackers films in the NFL Academy this recent, and I went to the XFL 7 PBUs, and I had like 1 pick and 8 sacks, and still got released. And from the Vipers, and I put on the show in training camp, and I got released like a week before the game. But our scrimmage game was canceled due to snow, due to ice. The field froze, so they couldn't evaluate how they really wanted to evaluate to see who was gonna bring it. But other than that, I was working at a funeral home, starting to get in my field. Did 10 bodies, called Arizona Rattlers back, came up here. Played 6 games. I was leading the sacks in 6 games. It just changed after they played y'all team, Massachusetts. And then that's thing I'm still leading the TFLs. And then that's thing the situation happened at the Bay Area game and the push-ups, and I got my surgery, and it's been about 4.5, going on 5 weeks. And I got 1 more week, and I get out of these stitches out. I start therapy, and I'm letting God grab the wheel from there.
Man, you are crazy. You had a crazy journey up to this point, but you got so much more left in the tank.
Yes, sir.
So obviously, your godfather is without a doubt is probably the greatest linebacker ever to play in the world. What is the relationship like with him? I know he's your godfather, but what has he?
We talk about Bible spirits, man. We talk about leaving your legacy. He always say, leave your legacy. How do you want to be remembered? If you want to be remembered, a dude that cheated the system, or you want to be the greatest, or you want to be the best in the world. So he had them type of conversations with me, and that's the best conversations to have. And he always say, be better than the person that wore that number. That's why I wear 52, because he admired me and telling me to be better than him.
So up in Vegas, you guys had a pretty good linebacker core there. You had Vic Beasley, you had my brother Marshall Spate. How was that linebacker room as a whole?
Man, it's love, man. I can't even be mad about it, man. It was love. Vic a big brother, man. I love Vic. That's my big brother. Vic used to be laughing at me because I'm from Polk County. He was like, Scared Cherry, what's up? Vic don't say much. Vic by action. He less of a talker. He ain't gonna talk much. And I learned a lot from him. And he was like, man, you deserve a shot, man. And when I broke my story down, he said, man, golly, man, you got a crazy story. He said, man, we all got a story. You see why I'm still here trying to fight you, but he said, you're alone, bro. And then I was like, man, ain't nothing but God, bro. Then me and Vic has been tight ever since then.
He definitely deserves a shot at the NFL, without a doubt, man. I know, and I'm not even I won't even be surprised when you get signed by an NFL team,
Yes, sir. Because I'm going to be ready for training camp, though.
I mean, man, Arizona Cardinals, man, they need to give you a call.
Yes, sir. And what's crazy, I'm already sending my film to the special team coordinator. My whole journey, I had my whole resume laid out for him. And I sent him what I did here. Everything I did, I rolled the dice.
What are your thoughts on the XFL-IFL partnership?
Oh, I love it. It's fantastic because everybody wouldn't have that strong mind like me if you came from where I came from.
So you talk a lot about, when you grew up in Florida. What is that environment like?
I mean, it's Polk County and it's Frostproof and it's all different cities that I got love from fans all through. East side of Polk, everything, and everybody trying to make it out, but the thing about it, most of the your family members convicted the felony, they can't do nothing. So they trying to aspire you to do better, don't fall into the streets like they did. Some came back, shake back, some saved themselves, and some doing right. Not all of them criminals, but at the end of the day, you could easily become a statistic. Trouble could find you out there, and you thinking they just dead. You don't know you'll walk up into something that you don't wish you ain't got yourself into. And I learned that with my dad, because, man, the police used to bust in my house, U.S. Marshal, put guns in my head. I was a sophomore. My dad I'm like, man, what y'all got going on? My dad said, this is what they do to you. That's why I say don't never get in trouble, don't never do nothing, because you think people your friends, but this is what people do to you and not even doing that. That's just experience, a life I went through. Being harassed by them as a sophomore, trying to just say crazy stuff, and I'm like, man, y'all tripping. But at the end of the day, you go through things like that, that's life adversity, and you don't want to go down that route. You see your people doing the same thing, but some of your people upgrading and doing better. Not all doing bad. Now, don't get me wrong, but some will tell you, like, even though they're doing good, you don't want to work for somebody all your life. Get your business, get your LLC. Now, you got people schooling you a game, but everybody don't. Some people think you trying to do better than them, but at the end of the day, you trying to come back and help the community. So everybody's trying to make it up while they're young.
For sure, yeah. Everyone's trying to, pave their own path and, get out of that environment. So Cecil, I really want to appreciate you for taking the time out of the day to come on the show. My last question for you is, what is your advice to younger people like myself, and where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I see myself being one of the best that had one of the best stories, like Kurt Warner, and NFL Hall of Famer, and just in the funeral game, or just being blessed with a career that God blessed me with, because He knows the NFL is my call, and He know my dream is to be inspired for everyone to know that you can go do it too. Because on every game, every practice, I used to watch Kurt Warner movie 3-4 times before games or anything, just to inspire me that I can do it too. If he did it, I can do it. Multiple people did it, but at the end of the day, I'm trying to be the biggest story out there as well. And live by faith, not sight. You'll accomplish anything with God. Faith in football, that's my passion. I love it.
100%. Well, Cecil, I know I'm going to be watching you on Sundays one of these days. Keep grinding, and I'll see you real soon.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you.
No problem.
I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer.